All right. So, Evans, Mr. King Pelu has bond violations that he is
drinking, but tampering. However, I have great suspicions about the integrity of these tests because last time he was adamant that we didn't have any proof. This time, alleged allegation on 7th. 7th was the first day you had him coming in to test. So he was in court the entire time. He tested that day. However, they said he tampered, had alcohol in the system at 11. At 1:30, he receives a text saying that he passed. So I don't know. We've had a lot of clients in here. I don't know many people who drink while in court on the day of. So yeah, the record would show that from your test that you had to do on the 7th. So
he didn't show up until after like 12:30 that day.
but he still tested me.
Yeah, I did reach out because I did notice that for the violation, he was 49 getting tested during the time, and I obtained the SCRAM report. I can of course submit it over to you as well. I had one of my supervisors look over it again due to the discrepancy there, and it does show multiple tampers themselves. For the tampers that detected alcohol but not commercial consumption, very much believe that it could possibly be an environmental factor while he was at 49, either through hand sanitizer or something of the sort, because they're very low spikes come back down very quickly. But I don't
So
know.
all the violations at the time that he was a pre-trial?
Yes, so not all of them, just the one that was most recently filed on for 11/7.
So what I'm saying is exact same wording in violation on 11/7. That pretrial is the exact one he got that brought us into the situation that made him have to test so much. So we cannot trust the one that happened on 11/7.
The other violations.
How can we trust that violation?
I only saw one submitted for that one. Is there more that we haven't?
I don't know. I mean, I thought there were.
The previous one, I believe it was for his GPS.
It was another one. So it was another one in October. Said he tampered, tested for alcohol, then he disappeared. Remember, I said I don't understand how that happens. So then he gets the exact same one, and luckily he was at San Jacinto. Tampering, disappears. So if that one is bad, I believe the previous one was bad. Now he did come in late 7 minutes. That was his only other violation. And we understand that it's bad. But in regards to these two tamperings, we cannot trust the 11/7 one. I don't think we can trust the other one. For their
And it
reason,
says here, tamper event occurred on 10/29/24 at 2:25 p.m. Alcohol was detected. They couldn't confirm because of the nature of the tamper, right?
right.
Well, the one thing with that one, however, is I also did the SCRAM report, and I believe I sent that one over to you. I'll double check. If not, I'll send it over again. And that one showed like a high level spike with a dissipation. And the discrepancy with the one on 11/7 is that it's a very short bump that comes down very quickly. The other one showed more accuracy of alcohol that wasn't deemed to be a possible environmental factor. Or the
So you're saying the 10/29 could have been environmental then?
I believe so. I don't know.
He tested, and that's the day that he blew earlier that day.
Wait, how does someone test positive for alcohol and then negative just 5 minutes later? Something's off here. Either this device is glitching or someone's playing smart with the system. Let's dive in.
But he did something earlier that day in regards to. I mean,
We don't have evidence of that.
what I'm
Like,
saying,
if you do, I mean, if
they checked it that day. I think it was something he had to do for the other things. But what I'm saying in regards to all these, if we were in court, the integrity of these machines are in question. I don't know if he has a malfunctioning one, but I don't see how we can rely on this SCRAM device. She's saying that almost the exact same thing. She's saying the levels are a little higher or lower. dissipated. However, I was told that alcohol stays in your system for a period of time and levels off. So I don't know how it can dissipate within seconds, even if it went higher or lower. And if it was higher on that day,
So if you have something, an environmental, like let's say he's sanitizer on his hands and it droops to the leg, right?
Yeah.
The spike would be just thousands. It would be just astronomical. So we know that there's no possible way it could be alcohol. But when they're small, then it's more the reality that it could be alcohol. But the problem is that the device is supposed to stay on the legs to confirm. And when you have a tamper as such that you can't confirm, therein lies the problem. Because we have, I mean, I understand what you're saying about the integrity of the machine, but if we, every single time we have someone that's tampering with it so that we can't get an accurate result, there's a problem. And I can't believe that every single one of those times there's not a true tamper, because it can't just continue to happen and we can't get a true and accurate reading because of something that's forbidding it from happening.
And sometimes it can be the shoes. Like I talked very thoroughly with my supervisor today about it, just because I was confused over the matter as well. And like if you're wearing boots, it can also affect that. The thing is, they're very thoroughly instructed, and he reports to trial very often, so he should be aware of all of the things that he's not allowed to do in order to tamper with it. Because even this most recent tamper where the alcohol was alleged there, that may have been an environmental factor, but it is a definite confirmed tamper. So even if it wasn't intentional, it's still showing a tamper. So I don't know if he maybe had his hands tucked in under the device, but I mean that's why he keeps getting those PRs.
Something is preventing the machine from doing what it's supposed to do. Mr. Evans.
If he wants to report for trial and have it checked out, maybe to let's say tomorrow whenever he does his drug test, I can make him an appointment for that. But that's
my position is this. I'm here to try to make sure he's not drinking. I understand that's very important. I agree with, and I know how the judge feels about drinking and driving. However, the day that he's in court testing, you had him do a urine test the same exact day. And they're saying alcohol on that day was a small spike. However, alcohol on the 29th was a larger spike. Each one dissipated quickly, which means the only way you can know it dissipated is you would have to be able to test afterwards. I'm just saying, other than in a civil court or criminal court, the integrity of this machine would be in question. Now,
Let's do this. He's due back for the test tomorrow, right? So let's do this. Let's regroup tomorrow. Can you get me a full report of every single test that he's done? Every single number that you've been able to actually capture, okay? Every single tamper that you have, and I want a complete list of every single event that's happened. And then we'll get it talk to Mr. Evans, and then we'll talk to Mr. Campello about it tomorrow. You know? How about that? Because I don't have any paperwork in front of me, so I know how it's been, and that's really the only way that we should be even going forward is to get a full and complete picture.
That's what I was asking for an email.
So let's do that, and then he's supposed to be here tomorrow. So if you can just advise him to come earlier than 12:30, that would really help everyone. You know?
I will do that.
And then we'll regroup tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's plan maybe 11 o'clock. Is that okay, Mr. Evans?
That's fine.
Yeah? Okay, we'll do that.
All right. Thank you all.
Now, here's what's fascinating legally. A SCRAM device is treated as scientific evidence, but it's not foolproof. Courts often rely on its data to decide bond violations. Yet even judges admit these machines can be finicky. So the big question becomes, when tech fails, who pays the price?
You're in court where he tested since 12 o'clock. At 11 a.m., he got temper, silent alcohol. However, he tested clean when the tester told him to take it. So which tells me that machine's integrity is not correct. So you're telling him he's maintaining that he has not been drinking anytime we come to court, I promise not drinking. So, never seen tampering alcohol. He goes to test on 11/7, 12 p.m., an hour after the tampering alcohol. He may be telling the truth. And I understand what we're dealing with, but he has tampering, shot of alcohol, use of face. There's nothing in it. So,
I'm on the same page as you as far as I never want to punish someone who's who's not done anything wrong. It's not, we don't do that. We're the exact opposite. I mean, I scrutinize every single thing that Michael does. Every case, every problems, I don't think I scrutinize the hell out of it. But at the same time, I also do that for whoever in front of us as well. People with the charges, right?
Your Honor, to say, Rick, I know that you were engaged in a real preventative situation. So, I'm just hoping.
So it's a year example. It looks like on 11. What day was it?
That was
11/7.
Some was taken around 2 weeks. So, some stuff. I want stuff. One upstairs, one downstairs. So, 11 and 1 o'clock. Hey, yeah, the children comes out. 11, I think, 07, they say tampers and silent alcohol. So he was here in court, but he still have children analysis around the same time.
Yes,
sir.
you have it for 11/7 because I don't have it.
Yes, sir. There's no one on the because right now, just the those presented with this, the letting from that. I have to unlock this together. It should be.
What time was positive for alcohol on 11/7?
For the chemical, I remember.
I'll write a letter now.
I don't know.
I might have an updated report. The only DVR I have here is a SCRAM violation from October 3rd.
Yes.
Was there another violation?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a violation technically pending on him because he was coming that day, so I chose the violation. So they were waiting to file it because one of the two violent. So they not get one. And that's what it was. So that violation is pending DVR because just taking action on it.
Do we have a?
I was sworn presumptive alcohol on 11/7.
No, there's a presumption negative for the which is our rapid.
Yeah, you're right. I know that.
It was alcohol detecting, but
What time was it? Is that we've got?
So, I got it right here. From Green Gordon. His order was to obtain SCRAM devices to spread one tampering. Tampering occurred at 11/7, 12:42 p.m. Who was taking the test 12:30 p.m.
Saying it was 11/7.
12:42 p.m. So let's yellow November 11th. Everybody in court. Alcohol was detected during the tap was now without alcohol cannot confirm that consent. So there's the nature of the tap.
Yeah, the people back there and turn baseline at 8:04.
Those another test with you guys on 11/7.
Yes, that was Four 47, I believe.
How? What? So 12:42 that's positive for alcohol, and then 12:47 it's negative for alcohol. Am I right?
It was It was on Tuesday, October. I have already had but I can't check on the rest.
So the game 7, she got an email on November 11th, right? Then we can go to the email she just sent me, tell you what, now text for me. Right. You just sent me this email. In this email from oversized report on 11/7 it says, and there was one of the connection times was 12:08 p.m. on 11/7/2024. Get ready. So I mean, while he was in court, he would have to drink. And then he took another test after that. What I'm saying is, I'm saying this whole, we're in trial right now. Whole integrity machines will be in question right now because in the previous test, for the same issues that we got on 11/7 was.
This is where things get tricky. If a little hand sanitizer can trigger an alcohol spike, imagine how easy it is for innocent people to look guilty. The court has to walk a fine line between enforcing the law and trusting imperfect machines.
Same as that we got on people now. SCRAM, temper, alcohol cannot be confirmed. Same thing. So what I'm saying is, boy, he's maintained to me, I know he's numerous times. He's maintained to me that he has not touched alcohol since he did drive. He's wrong for that. But these new testing procedures,
Due to this charge.
yeah, he did drive.
God, I think you guys.
I don't have any of those emails. I think the best thing at this point is we can set this off for a bond hearing and I can bring Raw back here to clarify all of this for all of us. None of us are experts. We don't know how to read the report. I know what the defense is saying, but I can't even tell you directly if anything that's happening because I don't even have these emails.
So, like,
I think if we're everything is we can get it done.
yeah, sure. People's lives, it's not necessary.
Sure.
You're saying that we have a test, and I mean, what, 11 SCRAM at 12:42 is positive, but then 7 minutes later, it's a negative when you go up for the test. Well, the machine's obviously.
Is that what you're saying, Felicia?
So it's I asked for because yeah, myself, I don't know why things and how to survive for managers and writing the right. But you part all that I'm seeing is actually email to the file to the 29th, but I'm not seeing the one that 11.
So we don't have a SCRAM report from 11C.
Yeah,
We do have like training requirements.
Get off the stand.
Yes, and then we were informed, like I informed yesterday that the sending the violation for the 11th.
Hold on. We don't even have the SCRAM report. We don't know what the presumed blood alcohol content was. It's very possible that if he had a very low blood alcohol content or breath alcohol content, that the SCRAM detected that he could have come to court, taken a presumptive test, and gotten a presumptive negative. It's already been eliminated from the system. That's why I'm saying I believe we need to get that SCRAM report from 11/7, get what the tamper is, have Raul come up here and tell you what's possible or what's not possible. She's the expert, and I get what the defense is saying, but he doesn't know I.
but I don't think everything was from that. Well, we do have things that happen in 12:07.
Right.
Yeah, I can show you that one. So even if you don't have the one that she spoke of 12:47 that she referred to, we have a test right here. We're making us have to believe while in court, he drank some alcohol. If these machines are deemed to be now, and we're about to reprimand him for 11/7 situation. Now it's time to.
Remanding, suggesting that we just do it at a later time to get him,
Well, in the meantime, since his machines,
I'm not going to take him into custody until I know what.
he's working. So the reason why you put him on Monday, Thursday, because these tamper going down. So we're going to wait to see if these machines are valid. I am requesting we go back to the same bond conditions that we had prior to tampering, so he doesn't have to miss work twice a week, coming out here and testing, because all we know.
And I would strongly object to that, Joe, based off what he's on probation for right now.
Well, prior, but the only reason why we're doing the twice testing is because of the tampering. So if the tamperings are invalid, why are we doing something issue that wasn't what the judge or for?
Well, because he's an allegation right now, we need time to confirm or deny that. For now, the safety of the community warrants these bond conditions, in my opinion, Joe.
We have a proof job.
I don't. We have a couple. We just have to SCRAM. Do something else. Well,
Working now?
also in our project with I assist decision and not on the software they use. But so your software is so.
I don't want anyone to lose. I mean, the last thing I want is someone to lose. Because I don't have to know that you're not drinking. You have to tell me. You know that you tell me no. All I have is problems. Every time we had you on dock, or whatever it may be, there was always problems. Every single time you came into the guy, there was every time you came in, and I'm telling you the history that was, so that's why it's hard to believe all the coincidences when my relationship with him was every time we had a case, there was at least 2 PBRs. Every single.
I was on your, I was on your side. I was telling me not the truth, but once I saw the court today.
Let's see. Let's show that true. Next week, we'll get every reference to every person. So,
Can we do next Friday, Joe? Is that possible? I'll be in trial next week till about Wednesday. Can we do next Friday?
no, Friday, Thursday? Oh, okay.
Friday's okay.
Yeah, and do you want to wait here?
So we want you to wait.
So that I will. Gonna be here for the next few days.
No. Yeah, that's fine. I want him to be everywhere. Thank you so much.
Tired of having to deal with one problem or the other. I would suggest you go now, go get a new machine so that we know that there are no more issues. Go down there, tell them, hey man, give me a new machine. So that we know if there are any issues, that way you can make sure that you get a new one. Alicia, can we send them for a new one now?
Yeah.
Just to make sure that, Okay. So you guys will do it. Then I'll
You can feel the tension building. The defense is saying, don't punish my client for a bad machine, while the prosecution insists he keeps tampering. But who do you believe, the tech or the testimony? This is courtroom drama at its finest.